Welcome to Super Happy Dragon Lucky. The show will begin momentarily.
Hello everyone, welcome to Super Happy Dragon Lucky. This is episode 80. That is Hex 80, 0x80. It is the 129th episode. And this week on Number Go Up, we have inflation at 7%. Imagine that. 7% is probably not even accurate, even though it says 7%. It's probably a lot higher than that. But either way, that's bad, isn't it? Next, we go to Dragonchain Updates. The first one, SADA. So, and I think that's how you pronounce it, SADA. We had an announcement that came out on Phil's LinkedIn page, and we didn't have an official announcement. It was kind of a soft rollout of that information, but we had a lot of people asking for more details, and SADA is the #1 reseller of Google cloud products services to enterprises. So Phil and Trey, basically worked out a partnership with them, and they did. I mean, to note, they did 50 million in blockchain sales last year. They do believe that will increase greatly this year. They're excited because we are a superior product to what they had available before, and once they saw what we can do with Dragonchain, I think it was a really good fit. And we're in the early stages in a partnership with them with in my opinion several revolutionary opportunities, and that's just in my opinion. But if you look at some of the things that we've talked about in the thousands of hours on this show and other shows, some of those things will, I believe, figure in that there are a lot of things that I want to see built there that will plug in to Google's cloud in various ways. Having myself been a user of their products for quite a while as a developer, and as an entrepreneur for years, there are a lot of things that we could do that could really enhance their capabilities and their products. So hopefully that'll turn into something really big. I don't know if we'll put out anything official for PR or not, but you now know the info, and we can always answer more questions. So next we go to Den.social Updates. And by the way, I'm going to go pretty quick because I just had COVID, and I'm still not totally recovered. So in case you're wondering if I end up stepping away or anything else in the middle of this, you know why. So first, January 2022, LCP commitment phase is now complete. The results are in that. So there were 10 new proposals. There was only one winner this month, yet again, because people tend, as soon as something gets in the lead, then everyone realizes what will win, and they will throw all of their lore in. And so you get both categories, the unique and the lore being the same layer every time. So we do have a discussion, by the way. I'm going to skip ahead. We do have a discussion current right now to discuss what could be done to help that situation, to basically help us, I guess, to avoid everyone just following the crowd. That there are a couple of things we can do. So check out the discussion. It is in the Den.Gov layer, and there's already a lot of good points made in there, and I still have a few things to answer myself. So go check that out. Anyway, this month, the winner is Current Situation. It had 4.4 million lore and 69 unique voters committed. Easy Peasy proposed the layer in April of 2021. So, man, that's a long time, isn't it? And will receive 10,000 lot, paid for with Den's own lore. Den will also commit 10,000 lore, just like every month, and will receive 10,000 lot. As a reminder, if you committed lore, you will receive a lot, and for this layer, and you will not need to export that lot to Ethereum. You will not need to quote unquote claim it or anything else. It will arrive in your account, and anything going on in there will generate matter. You'll mine matter with it based upon activity inside that layer. Let's see here. You do have I guess beyond the winner, we do have the option still. This is the third month we've had this to create new layers that didn't win. It's the runners up option, where the top 5 runners up can create those layers for a given amount of matter. And it's the first runner up, it's 200 matter. Second 400, third 600, fourth 800, and the fifth is 1,000 matter. And we've had, I think, 3 layers already created using that option. So over the past 2 months, so it's an interesting thing, and there is discussion also on expanding that option as well. So beyond 5. So let's see here, and that is. That's all of those. Okay, Den governance call is now weekly, every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. And tune in tomorrow for Coffee with Den at 9 a.m. Eastern or 6 a.m. Pacific. A little early for me, but it's a really good show, and I usually at least watch it after the fact. Okay, now we go to World Blockchain Roundtable updates. Episode 35 is on Thursday. The topic is health and healthcare. Please go leave a question or a topic related to health or healthcare, especially and with blockchain in particular. Questions related to how blockchain can be used or can improve the world in the healthcare industry. There's a weekly post to go leave that. Also vote on everyone else's replies to get the best questions up, so that the right things get asked and answered on the show. Do watch last week's episode on request for project analysis. Now it has 2,400. Oh, it wasn't that. It was on CBDCs. Sorry, this is not updated. Nobody go. CBDCs last week. Oh, by the way. So, well, never mind. I'll show you that later. It currently has 2,400 views. The more views we get, the more lot the participants will receive after the first week. So we have a few more days left on that. Go in there and make sure you share it and watch it and do everything else to engage with it. The February topics were also posted for a vote by the roundtable lot holders. The top 4 will be the topics for February. Currently, we can at least maybe get the top one. Look, mining I think is second. Let's see, NFT utility is first. So the other two will round out. Looks like it might be, well, you guys can look, but go and vote on that so you can choose what the topics will be in February. Really good stuff already. And that's everything. That's all the updates. So let's do an AMA right after this.
Now, more than ever, our data is at risk. Our supply chains are in jeopardy. Our systems are broken, and businesses feel powerless. Dragonchain gives you a different way, a safer way, a better way, and you have power over your data. Dragonchain gives you proof in an untrusted world. Build now at Dragonchain.com, America's blockchain.
All right, here we go. Okay, so refresh and the first question, which, by the way, we did get that SADA question answered already. So if it is in the top, we will still credit it, but probably skip to another one. All right, first, Vitalik Buterin proposed 2 possible approaches to the gas fee problem on Ethereum. Given that they are only suggestions, tells us they do not have a solution to this problem, and high gas fees will continue indefinitely. Maybe, hopefully not, but who knows? In my opinion, gas fees are retarding DEN and matter growth because on-off ramping for DENs is too expensive. Is the team looking at alternative platforms, or are they committed to keeping matter ERC20 on the Ethereum blockchain? I will say that right now it's not a high priority. We have so many other things we want to build. In fact, if you were to bring up the closest thing that, in my opinion, I would love to see as the either the highest or a very high priority, it would be direct on-off ramp for inside of DEN itself, right? Instead of exiting to Ethereum. The exit to Ethereum would be great if it's if the fees are reasonable at the time, and if you have a particular reason, your own security or otherwise, that you want to use Ethereum and roll out and exit or do whatever you want to do with your matter. But I'd prefer that happen in-house. The issue will be volume, of course, but the issues are volume already. But at least the fees wouldn't be there. So who knows? We'll see, and we'll have to figure out how it can work. But that's the ideal. I'm not really myself very convinced that using a more centralized alternative would be reasonable or helpful. I'm sure there could be, but it would be a very expensive undertaking, or at least relatively. I mean, just to get it in other places, it's just there are too many things, too many things to do. So anyway, we might look for partners on some of that stuff too. If anybody knows anyone that might have interest, we would certainly be open to working with someone to implement that. So anyway, there you go. Next question from Unanimous. Another company is commenced with the name Dragonchain called Dragonchain.Finance. A quote from Yahoo. Okay, it's their description. And Dragonchain looking to pursue Dragonchain looking to pursue a breach of contract or similar. We can't comment on anything like that. We know about that, and I don't know when I first saw it, but it's interesting. But at the same time, it's not the biggest. It's not the biggest project in the world, and the more people bring attention to it, the harder the whole thing is. So it's always best to just leave alone and let the right people handle that. So okay, next, James Rocco, formerly a host on Super Happy Dragon Lucky, by the way, if you guys don't remember. Could, should, and would Dragonchain ever have its own network similar to Ethereum, Avalanche, and Polygon, with Dragon being the native token? I would say we already do. DragonNet is precisely already that. It is very unique, unique enough that it's even been hard to describe to people its differences to those networks. Definitely is different than Ethereum because every node has its own chain. And definitely it's different than some of the other quote unquote interop blockchains, because our interop is a radically simpler design. And I would say more sustainable and more scalable. But the more we're talking to people, the more that we're seeing use cases coming up and projects being proposed that are more typical of what you would see on something like Ethereum, but that would be running in a hybrid way, like Den. Den's a great example that people can already move around lot and lore and matter, so that's two different fungible tokens and one non-fungible token that type or class, and that all happens with no fees. There are fees on, how do I say this? No fees to the system. Den effectively pays the Dragon fees in that process. So there are so many different ways you can do things. It's very interesting, and it's meaningful because it's scalable, and with such low fees, Den can afford to do that, even as a brand new startup, without even a consideration of what the cost is, because it's flexible enough. It's not like with Ethereum, where I have to actually spend Ether to send dragons, right? That in this case, because it's on this platform, it does cost dragons to move that matter, but it isn't a high cost. So there's a lot more flexibility to it, the way that we do it. Anyway, so that's 3. You guys will all get, and by the way, Angel Breaker, thanks for asking that question. Hopefully we got it above. And if not, do ask more questions. I'm still not perfectly recovered, but I will be answering some questions today. I know, because there are some out there on Den that I need to get back to. So I think that's everything. And good day. See us next week. Make sure you follow us. Oh, shoot. Happy New Year, Jojo. This is, we have a couple of weeks left on this. It is in the merch site. So Dragonchain.store. You can see the code on the screen. And there's a bunch of new products as well that you probably need to go in and get. Here's an orange Den logo shirt. So cool stuff up there. Make sure you watch us again next Tuesday. It'll be a little smoother, I'm pretty sure, because I won't feel as weird. Watch the roundtable this Thursday. Follow us on Twitter and LinkedIn, Dragonchain, Real Denizens, and Jojo Rowe. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the normal things. That's it. Thanks. Bye.
Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best. Adaptable, all capital, label radical yet rational. A tactical approach is palpable. If this animal is fallible, but that conclusion is laughable. So with for all detachable from the mandible, you see it now.